what's up, guys? Doesn't this game look way better? Oh my god, alright. Can I talk to these people? Probably not. How did I talk to this guy in the first place? It was space, okay.
What a lovely town.
Who will drink a pulsing yellow liquid? I think the pulsing liquid, there's like sparkling liquid and pulsing liquid, the last I remember. Yellow I think is accuracy, so I'm gonna give it to, it's either accuracy or like the equivalent of accuracy, or light magic. So I'm gonna give it to her just in case. Resistant against light magic. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I'll try to remember that. Oh, okay, that's just a walk around, okay. Anything good over this way? Obviously not, since there's boxes. Greetings. Raiders? You see, the thing is, any other city guard would be like, Raiders, get off on my land, and they'd murder you. Because no one actually likes raiders. Because raiders, implies that you're going to raid. We're currently investigating the disappearance of several citizens. No one leaves town until we find out what happened to them. If you have complaints, take them to Commander Maximus at the garrison. But how are we supposed to find out what happened to them if we can't leave the city? Do you think that they're disappearing inside the city? Greetings. Well, there's a town garrison.
Yes!
Greetings. Yes, what do you want? We're looking for work. You're raiders, eh? Ha, don't make me laugh. Have you ever been in a fight in your life? Yeah. I used to pick on my sister. More like she used to beat the crap out of me, but that's okay. Have you ever looked an enemy in the eye and pierced his heart with your blade? Not so much. I thought as much. Go home and stop wasting my time. How can I prove myself to you? Oh, you just joined my party, alright. How can I prove myself to you? You already have. I'm joining your party. You're persistent, I'll give you that. Good. That's one of the qualities you'll need to survive as raider. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a simple task to see if you can manage me. If you succeed, we can talk of more serious jobs. What do you say? Don't worry, I won't ask you to go kill rats in a cellar. Spiders in a well. Thanks. Couple of villagers.
Don't we have better things to do?
Oh, self-aware fantasy RPGs. A couple of villagers have disappeared lately. And my best lead is a drunker who claims he spotted spiders coming out of the town's well at night. I didn't believe him until I saw the eight-legged freaks in my own eyes. Nice, nasty things. You and I are going to descend down to that well and clear the nest. Okay. You're not afraid of a few spiders, are you? Oh, and by spiders I mean big ones. Sure. What? Oh, don't show hints. I know this game already. Well, I know the general concept of the game. Hi! There is a little spot where I could explore beyond here. Ooh, I forgot what these are, but I want to eat it. History of Carthol. I will go ahead and not read that. I will read the lore at some point in a separate video that you guys don't have to watch. Well, hello. Welcome to my humble workshop. Are you looking for armor or a shield? No right now, because I actually didn't ever look at what weapons and armor I have. I don't have any. I have weapons, but no armor. Okay, and I have 200 gold pieces. Let's trade. Ooh, Earth warding leather armor. Wizard sandals. I have a feeling I'm going to get better stuff by adventuring. For now. I'll take that gold. Hello? Fine. Hello? Aha! Eileen's house. Yes, what do you want? Becoming a paladin. Only the governor of Peninsula has the authority to dub crusaders and make them paladins. Okay, good to know. Crusaders. When my husband was killed and my son stolen from me, I thought of taking my own life. Don't do that. But Alrath found me and gave me a new purpose. I became a battle priestess, a crusader. The incarnation of the dragon of light's wrath and justice. Some crusaders have chosen the path of mercy and become paladins, the bearers of Alrath's holy light. That path is not for me, though, and never will be. All the mercy I can deliver now is in the form of harsh cold steel. Okay. I've come to this region looking for 3 escaped criminals. They're related to you, aren't they? One of them has joined a band of highwaymen and has been taking part in attacks against the traders traveling alongside the Carthalian Road. His birth name is Lucas, but he prefers to call himself Luke. Another Kirk is reputably a member of a pirate crew. Is he the captain? Because that would be great. He could probably be found in the mucked pit called the Crag. The last one has joined the ranks of the Blackguard mercenaries in Carthal, who are in reality little more than cutthroats for hire. His name is Ripley. Believe it or not. If you can meet them during your journeys, can you give them a message? Tell them I offer them one last chance to abandon this wicked path and atone for their sins. If they don't seize this chance, do what you must to stop their crimes. Okay. Isn't this your job, though? Like, isn't that your thing as a crusader? Why am I... Greetings, Isaac. You adventure types are so serious. You need to have fun once in a while. Here, let me tell you a joke. A termite walked into the bar and asked, "Is the bartender here?" Ha! 'Cause it's a termite. And it wants to know if you can eat the bar. You're so funny. Hello? I just want to see what she has. Cool. Speaking of, I kind of wanted to see their spells. I don't know what they've got. Spellbook. Firebolt. Shadow Cloak. Gust of Wind. Novice of Air Magic. Don't you have air magic? So why can't I... Oh, is it because we're not in combat? Okay, well... I'll figure it out. This looks like I can open it. No, I can't. Never mind. What is this?
There are enemies ahead.
Ah.
Now is not a good time.
Aha.
Just great. Now they're shooting at us. feels so good.
I'm gonna do fire at you. What is this? There we go.
Why did it have to be spiders?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch these around a little bit. I want taunt to be first. You don't have a bow, so this is gonna go over here. This is gonna be valuable, so I'm gonna put that up front. Okay. You don't have a ranged. Celestial armor is going to be useful, so I'm putting that first. This is not ultra useful right now. Interesting. Okay. You don't have a ranged attack either, so that's gonna go in the back as well. But we do have an antidote, which, that being said, since we're going to be going to a spider place, we should probably buy every antidote in existence. So I think I remember that being a problem in the last one that I did, was that we kept going, that we went into the spider thing and we almost died like 100 times because we didn't have enough antidotes. Pulsing blue liquid. Resistance against water magic. That's what I thought. I'm going to get this chest. Loot all that gold. Orleans house. Hello there, how can I help you? Carthal has been an imperial colony since the days of Brian Falcon. Some say it was a gift from the angels to celebrate Brian's conversion to Elrath. But during the last century, Carthal's culture has grown very distinct from the imperial way of life and has been increasingly subjected to the influence of the Seven Cities. I'm not really surprised that they want their independence. Out of sight, out of mind, I always say. I don't know what that has to do with what you just said, but whatever. Separating the church from state? Great, I'm all for it. Currently, though, the imperial throne is far too much at the mercy of the winds of the angels and their priests. I'll share with you a little known fact. The Church of Elrath manages the imperial treasure and taxes. It means that so far, it was impossible for the Emperor to spend a single gold coin without the consent of his angelic ministers. As my father always said, never put your faith and your gold under the same roof. Okay. Flowers for Fallen Heroes. My brother Severin was a soldier and he died a decade ago defending Castle Portmeron against the demons. Duke Anton of Griffin, who liberated Portmeron at the end of the Second Eclipse, has a shrine erected in his memory in remembrance of all the soldiers who gave their lives for the Peninsula and the Holy Empire. Since my brother's ashes were never recovered, I took the habit of laying flowers on the shrine at the anniversary of his death. However, the brigands roaming the countryside, I wasn't able to do the trip this year. If your travels bring you near the shrine, could you lay these flowers on it? The shrine is located roughly midway between here and Portmeron, to the west of the main road. It looks like a small arch with several angel statues on top. Okay. I don't think I have a choice. I mean, you're just gonna leave the mourning to your brother to some wandering yahoos, so might as well take that and run with it. Alright, so what we've got here is a book sea shanties and harbor songs. Which I will... Okay, this is swords and shit. Pirate crossbow. Nice. Okay. Lots of cool things in here. But not really interested right now. Is this an inn? It looks like an inn to me. Goblin Watchtower Inn. There we go. Gossip. Gossip. You're curious about the name of this place. I warn you. It's quite a tale, so you better take a seat. A couple of years ago, this inn was called the Emperor's Crown. That was before the village was attacked by a band of pirates, or should I say, goblin pirates. That's right, my friends, a whole crew of goblins. Apparently they weren't aware that many of Sorpugle's inhabitants are former warriors, soldiers, or adventurers like yourself. Sometimes even genuine heroes come here to enjoy a sunny, quiet retirement. And they're not fond of any kind of disturbance, right? Not many people are, but okay. So the goblins, they came ashore and started attacking the villagers with their pointy sticks, and... what's the name of that thing? The curvy piece of wood that's supposed to return to its thrower? Boomerang? Anyway, before long, the goblins were rushing into this very building. Not to ransack it, no, they were looking for shelter from the angry mob outside. Of course, the inn was not empty either, and the patrons did not take the intrusion of a bunch of hysterical goblins well, and ended up with a lot of broken furniture, a few dead goblins, and the rest of them running to their little boat as if Crag Hacking himself were on their heels. Oh, and Kenji, of course. What? Kenji. Oh, Kenji, he's kind of our mascot here. Found him hiding in my cellar a few days after the attack. He was clearly not the bravest of the bunch, but maybe a bit smarter than your average goblin. So Kenji, first opportunity he sees, he hides in a barrel and waits for the storm to pass. When I find him, my reaction is to reach for my knife, right? Turns out little guy pleads for his life, and he says he's just the cook. A goblin cook. I just had to see him work, so I tell him, alright, little guy, cook something, and he did, and amazingly enough, it was delicious. So I thought, what are the odds, right? I had just renamed my inn to the Goblin Watchtower, and I find a genuine goblin chef. It shows the dragons do have a wicked sense of humor, right? So I decided to spare him, and even employ him. I'm assuming the dragons are some kind of gods, I suppose? Of course, I taught him to wash his hands before touching the food. Thanks. Want to eat something, or do you need a room for the night? I will rest.
I feel stronger.
We had a little accident. Who's this guy? Well met, my friend. My name is Jasad. What do you want, Jasad? So you are raiders of the lost treasures, bold adventures of ancient mysteries, intrepid explorers of the great unknown and the hidden truths. Sure. That's what we are. Oh, how marvelous to meet you. I am indeed in need of great services of a party like yours. I think you're overestimating exactly who we are. We're a bunch of wandering yahoos going to bury our mentor. You see, I think you might say I'm an explorer myself. I spent many months exploring these lands, that's generally what explorers do, collecting information on astonishing and colorful denizens. But I need to leave this region in a few moons, and I'm afraid I won't have enough time to complete my assessment of the various people and creatures living here in the peninsula, so I offer you a chance to work for me. Are you interested? Sure, why not? I see you already have a bestiary to keep track of the creatures you meet on your journey. That's perfect. All I ask is you share your findings with me once in a while. For every, say, 10 creatures you enter into the bestiary, I'll offer you a reward. The more creatures you register in the book, the greater the rewards will be. Should you include non-animal foes like brigands or orcs, That's indeed a good question. Let's say you can. I'd rather trim the list down later on than return home with incomplete knowledge. Well met, my friends. My name is Jasad. Okay. We already established that. Huh? Want something from Kenji? Kenji busy. You want to hire Kenji? Really? Kenji loves travels, but Kenji no great fighter like other gamin. Kenji only knows how to make raw fish and vegeto green stuff. Still want Kenji? Hey, you there, you're not trying to steal my chef, right? No. Thought as much. You can leave him alone. Kenji, tell me if these guys bother you again, alright? Kenji like Oscar. Oscar, great baby teeth. Oscar, pay Kenji to cook. Other goblins never pay Kenji. Other goblins beat Kenji. Oscar never beat Kenji, but Kenji bored. Kenji miss travels. Kenji want to feel Mother Earth beneath feet, Father Sky above head. Okay, well, too bad, Kenji. I don't really want food right now. It's dark out. Alright, let's see.
Things are quiet here.
See what we
All
get.
is in harmony.
Are you complaining that it's quiet? Really? Pulsing green liquid. Earth magic. That's...
Yes!
We should probably give him most of the resistances because he's gonna be that taking some damage kind of guy. Hi, Zale. I am Zale, Harbor Master of Sorbogal. The closest you'll find to a mayor around here. Can I help you with anything? Yes, not much happens here, but that's how we like it. Nobody really knows when the town was built or by whom. A wizard once told me the name Sorbogal was very ancient, maybe even older than the Shantiris. Whatever those are. That guy at the Watchtower Inn, Jasad, told me that he had visited other Sorbogals before. I'm not sure what he meant by that. I am Zale, Harbor Master, the Seahawk. Oh, you arrived with the Seahawk. Fine ship she is. I know her captain, Sir Christian, for a long time. Do you know he is planning to become an alchemist? I did not know that. The second eclipse forced him to enlist in the army instead. Guess the Maiden of Fate had other plans for him. Smuggler's Cove. A few centuries ago,
Don't we have better things to do?
Was a smuggler haven. Compared to the heavily fortified port of Carthel, Sorbogal was a much less risky entry point into the peninsula. As it turns out, one of my ancestors was a smuggler himself. I recently found his whole diary. Apparently there used to be a cove under town. That's how they're smuggling goods in and out of Sorbogal. My ancestor claims he hid his nest in the cove, an enchanted coffer of which I found the key. Find the coffer and we'll split the gold. Sure. Anyway, can't go in there. Can go in there. Well, I have no use for this because I don't actually have enough skill to do that. But I do believe I'm going into that well later on. I'm going to finish exploring the city for a while, and then I'm going to, in the next episode, go down into that spider well. Estevo, can I help you? The wizard. A few months ago, a wizard named Abraham arrived and moved into a house in the northwestern corner of town. He seemed a nice enough fellow. Nobody has seen or heard him in weeks. Okay. The house itself seems abandoned. I wonder what happened to him. He did the reforms. Empress Gwendolyn should abdicate and let more seasoned regents rule before it's too late. The Duke of Unicorn is right. Her childish reforms are tearing the Empire apart. It's already starting here in the peninsula. As soon as her Charter of the Griffin became an edict, The gates of Carthel were closed to travelers. Nobody knows what's going inside the city, but a group of rebels actually took control of the palace and planned to have Carthel secede from the Empire. See? And it's only the beginning. Alright, well, I think that's a rather dramatic turn of events. I don't even know what the reforms were about. But, can't be that bad, can it? Pulsing white liquid. Again, let's give him more resistance.
Yes!
Because he's going to be the one that's getting smacked in the face the most. Ideally. Party's restored, which means I could have... I probably shouldn't have drank from that, but at least I know that that's a mechanic now. Enter house. The mansion seems empty. This does not look like a mansion to me, but we'll just give you the benefit of the doubt.
There are enemies.
Oh. Haunt. There's that. And then... taken in that turn. That was good. Okay, well, I'm gonna sleep some more at the inn because I wasted that restore. I think that's just a temple where I can heal up. Well, maybe I'll heal up here. Church of Elroth. After Uriel's deception and the part that played in the Holy Inquisition, the distrust of the Church is spread in the Empire. The duchies of the Griffin and Wolf are advocating a clear separation between religious and political matters. Obviously that should be a thing, because that didn't work out very well for you in the past with the whole war thing. Well, there you go. I believe it's for the better. For too long, some have been trying to make their own ambitions pass as the dragon's desire, tarnishing his name. At least now the true faith of the light can be restored. That's a fair way to look at it. Services. Restoration, please. There we go. May Elroth brighten your day. What can I do for you? My story is not much to say. I grew up in a Vestal Covenant convent. Sorry, I apologize. In the Greyhound Duchy. Apparently the nuns found me one morning in a rose bush in front of their church. That's why they made me Rosalie. So creative. At least that's what they always told me. The Vestals raised me, but I never stopped looking for my real parents. Sounds like a real adventurer's story. New governor. I heard a new governor has arrived in Port Mayron. He is said to have been appointed by Empress Gwendolyn herself. I wish him better luck than his predecessors. The lords of Port Mayron have a tendency to die under tragic circumstances. Tragic and sometimes mysterious circumstances. The last governor of the peninsula, Lord Montbard, disappeared 10 years ago. I mean, he literally disappeared. No one knows for sure what happened to him. According to some rumors, he was slain by the demons during the second eclipse, and his ghost haunts Port Mayron's dungeons. Others claim he descended into madness and lives in Yonchal Forest as an animal. I even heard some stories where he's alive and well, but leading the brigands currently plaguing the region. When my mission here is done, I'd like to discover the truth. I have been sent from Whitecliff by the authorities of the Unicorn Duchy to investigate a series of thefts that occurred on the main road connecting Carthel to the rest of the Empire. I think I pinpointed the location of the brigand's den. I'm looking for some brave souls to help me bring those bandits to justice and retrieve one particular item for the
Welcome aboard.
Elras, bless you. Let's not have any time to lose. Okay, let's go.
We're here to help.
Yeah, you could just follow us along. Why not? Anyway, that appears to be it in terms of places to go in the city, if I'm not mistaken. I don't appear to be mistaken, so next episode we're gonna go back and go into the spider's lair and try not to die. How does that sound? I'll see you guys next time.